Hello, sports fans, and welcome to the Scout Sports 101, Browns NFL early late games, post game show, and Sunday Night Football update show. Well, Matthew Stafford threw three touchdown passes. Perks, uh, uh, Puka, uh, Nakua became the first Rams rookie wide receiver to reach 1,000 yards in a season, and the Los Angeles Rams extended its winning streak to three games with a 30-19 victory over the Cleveland Browns today. The Rams have won three straight for the first time since winning the Super Bowl after the 2021 season, and now they are at 6-6. They are back in the playoff race after dropping three straight before their bye week. Since returning from a thumb injury that caused him to miss one and a half games, Stafford has eight TD passes and two interceptions. The Rams in the Rams' last three games. Stafford, who was 22 of 37 for 279 yards, connected with Nakua, Demarcus Robinson, and Cooper Kupp for scores. Nakua, who left the game briefly with a rib injury, finished with four receptions for 105 yards, including a 70-yard touchdown in the first quarter. He also had two rushes for 34 yards. Kyrie Williams had 21 carries for 88 yards, including a 1 yard touchdown late in the fourth quarter to put it out of reach. Aaron Donald and rookie Kobe Turner combined to sack Joe Flacco for a safety with 36 seconds left to play. Flacco, who became Cleveland's fourth starting quarterback this season, was 23 of 44 carries and attempts for 254 yards and with two touchdowns and an interception in his debut for the Browns, who now fall to 7-5, who have dropped two straight but remain in the thick of the AFC playoff race. The 38-year-old Flacco was signed on November 20th to the practice squad and elevated to the active roster this week after Dorian Thompson Robinson suffered a concussion in last Sunday's loss at Denver. The Browns trailed 20-19 and had the ball with under 7 minutes remaining when Flacco threw an elevated bomb that was intercepted by John Johnson III. The Rams safety, who was with the Browns for two seasons, returned it 42 yards to the Cleveland 24-yard line. 5 plays later, Kupp scored his first touchdown since October 15th on a 3-yard pass to make it 27-19. Cleveland took the opening kickoff and went 75 yards in 9 plays, calumating Flacco hitting a wide open Jerome Ford for a 24-yard touchdown. Flacco was 4 of 5 for 65 yards on the drive. Then the Rams scored their next two drives. Lucas Havarisk made a 44-yard field goal to give Los Angeles points on its opening possession for the eighth straight time this season. After Cleveland went 3-and-out, the Rams took the lead. Stafford eluded pressure and delivered a perfect pass to Nakua, who caught it in stride and at the Cleveland 49 and outraced Khalif Halisi and Sahon Tahaki to the end zone with 3:59 remaining in the first quarter for his fourth touchdown of the season. The teams traded field goals in the final 2:06 left of the second quarter. Cleveland's Dustin Hopkins tied it when he was good from 40 yards before Havarisk split the uprights from 28 yards on the last play of the first half to make it 13-10. Hopkins' 24-yard field goal capped a 15-play drive in the third quarter before the Rams regained the lead on Demarcus Robinson's first touchdown with the team. Robinson eluded coverage and caught a 7-yard pass from Stafford with 39 seconds left in the period. Harrison Bryant took a dump off pass from Flacco and scored from 8 yards out to get Cleveland within one, 20-19, with 8:56 remaining in the fourth. But Hopkins, who kicked at SoFi Stadium for parts of two seasons with the Los Angeles Chargers, was wide right on the extra point. And that's what probably cost the Browns the game, and that was penalties that did it too. Browns wide receiver Amari Cooper suffered a concussion during the second quarter and did not return. We'll see if he'll be able to play next week against Jacksonville. Besides Thompson Robinson, cornerback Denzel Ward is still battling a shoulder injury. He was inactive today. Wide receiver Marquise Goodwin has a concussion. They were both inactive due to injuries. For the Rams, tight end Tyler Higbee was evaluated for a concussion during the third quarter. Defensive back Quentin Lake had a hamstring injury and was inactive. Well, the Browns host the Jacksonville Jaguars next Sunday at Cleveland Browns Stadium, and that's a game we have to win, boys. We must win that one. So you really got to, because you're going to have the home crowd behind you. You're going to want to win next week. So that's a game that you got to win. And the Rams are at Baltimore to take on the Ravens next Sunday. But the Browns had several chances to win this game, and we're not able to do it. And I wanted to be able to give the game balls to the Browns, but I got to give them to the LA Rams. I cannot give them to the Browns. Matthew Stafford, 22 of 37 carries and attempts, 279 yards, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions. Kyrene Williams, 21 attempts, 88 yards, 1 touchdown, and Buka Nakua, 4 receptions, 108 yards, 1 touchdown. Joe Flacco, 23 of 44, 254 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 1 interception. The 23 of 44 carries and attempts. Kareem Hunt, 12 attempts, 48 yards, no touchdowns, and Elijah Moore, 4 receptions, 83 yards, no touchdowns. But the Browns know what they have to do because they are still very much in the thick of the playoff picture in the AFC North. And you got to win games. These last 5 games, I think we need to win them because I'm pushing for the Browns to get in the playoffs. I think we all are, and that's what we want. So we'll see if the Browns can beat Jacksonville next week. Right now, we're going to get you the rest of the scores. I took the Browns and lost, so I know I'm going to lose the picks this week. My brother-in-law will win. He took the Rams on that pick, and he won. You already know Dallas beat Seattle Thursday night, 41-35. The Atlanta Falcons beat the New York Jets today at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey, 13-8. The Los Angeles Chargers beat the New England Patriots in Foxborough in a very low-scoring one, just 2 field goals. And it was 6-0 the final there. And I took the Chargers. And I took Atlanta. So did my brother-in-law. We both won on those 2. The Detroit Lions beat the New Orleans Saints at Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans, 33-28. I took Detroit. My brother-in-law took Detroit. We both won on that one. The Indianapolis Colts beat the Tennessee Titans 31-28 at Nissan Stadium in Nashville, Tennessee. I took the Colts, won on that one. So did my brother-in-law. He took the Colts as well. After several weather delays and suspensions, they had to suspend a few games. The Arizona Cardinals beat the Pittsburgh Steelers, stunned them 24-10. My brother-in-law and I both lost on that one. We both took Pittsburgh and lost. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers, actually, no, get a little ahead there. The Miami Dolphins, all over the Washington Commanders today, 45-15. Washington just did not have it today. Miami just had this game from the get-go. When my brother-in-law and I both took Miami, won on that one. The Houston Texans beat the Denver Broncos by 5, 22-27, 22-17, excuse me. And I took Houston instead of my brother-in-law. Denver had a chance, and they just could not capitalize on it. The Now we'll get to the other late games. You already know the Browns lost 36-19 to the Rams. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers beat the Carolina Panthers by a field goal. Carolina had a chance, just could not do it, but they lose to the Bucks, 21-18. I took Tampa Bay, so did my brother-in-law. And the the Eagles led early, 3-0, but the San Francisco 49ers, they just piled it on and they walloped the Philadelphia Eagles 42-19 to hand Philly their second straight loss of the season. And so boy, Brock Purdy, boy, what a game for him today. And my brother and I lost on that one. We both took Philadelphia. And right now at legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay, the Green Bay Packers are leading the Kansas City Chiefs 14-6 with 32 seconds to go until halftime. First and 10 at the Green Bay at the KC 32. The Packers have the ball. So Kansas City back on the second. They want to win this game because my brother-in-law and I, we both taken Kansas City. And we got the Jaguars for tomorrow night's game. The Jaguars and the Bengals at Everbank Stadium. Right now, I am 8-3. My brother-in-law is 9-2. We both have the same two picks for tonight and tomorrow, so there's no way I can win. He's got to win this week. And I'm going to tell you, boy, it's been an interesting week of football. So we'll see if the Browns can really get it together to beat Jacksonville next week. Well, that's just about going to wrap it up for the Scott Sports 101. Browns, NFL, early late games, post game show, and Sunday Night Football update show. I'll be back with the Sunday Night Football post game show once the game between the Chiefs and Packers has concluded. But until then, always remember, be a team player each and every day in every way possible. So long, everybody. 3, 2, 1. I'm done.